Hey everybody, Nick here from virtualassistantassistant.com, and I'm joined by Chad Lawie, the co-founder and head honcho over at longerdays.com. Chad, what's going on?
Nothing much, Nick. How about you? Thanks for having me, by the way.
You bet, you bet. This is your chance to speak directly to the virtual assistant visitors and let them know what separates you guys from the competition. Tell us about Longer Days. Give us the inside scoop.
Longer days. Yeah, the inside scoop. Well, let's start with the first question. What separates us from everyone else, I guess, the rest of the herd? I think the main thing is that we're, first of all, American-based, and second, we all work together from the same office. So we don't use a network of virtual assistants working from home. We all work right here together in a single office, and that helps with collaboration, co-working, teamwork, uh, communication efficiency, things like that.
You guys are on the shores of the Great Lakes.
That's right. We're in Muskegon, Michigan, right on the east coast of Lake Michigan. It's a really nice place. Yeah, it's weird. West coast of Lake Michigan. I'm sorry, west coast of the state of Michigan, but the east coast of Lake Michigan. Very beautiful area. Sand dunes, beaches, clean water. Very nice.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, very one of the few companies that I'm aware of that has U.S.-based assistants working out of an actual office. So, pretty unique from that standpoint. Who do you find is your target audience? Are you working primarily with entrepreneurs? Or are you working primarily with just like busy people who are looking for an extra set of hands? How's that working?
Definitely a lot of entrepreneurs, small business owners. Um, that's really the primary clientele base right there. We do work with some private individuals as personal, individuals, but primarily small businesses.
Okay. Is of specialization. I know you mentioned on the blog, hey, we're if we're doing web design work, we're competing with people charging way more on an hourly basis than us. So has the focus of the service been been narrowed down, or how's that going?
The focus hasn't been narrowed down. I would just say that we're kind of back in line with our original scope, which is, being an assistant, a virtual assistant who provides web help, web tasks. So we can go in and update your website or change images or things like that. But we're not going to be doing full web scale development like we had in the past. We were just getting way outside of our scope with the web design and development we were doing. So we still work with websites, mostly WordPress now is kind of where we pretty much draw the line because that serves most of our customers. So most of our customers are using WordPress and they need help with adding menu buttons or adding a new blog post or formatting it or proofreading a blog post, things like that.
Do you find there's like is there such thing as a common task or routine day in the life of a longer days virtual assistant? Are there some things that like there are really commonly requested, commonly asked for,
Um,
or it's all over the map?
yeah, I mean, it's pretty much all, it depends on how you define it. I mean, you can break it down and say what we do, admin tasks and reception and web and graphics, but within those things, it's all different. I mean, so it might be, I know I saw a task just come through a little while ago, um, to create a new image for a Facebook profile, so for a company, business page, or it might be a flyer for a business, or it could be a business card. So I mean, that's just graphics. Within each of our core areas of service, there's going to be so many different things that we do. But it just depends on how detailed you want to be about it. So yeah, pretty much all over the map.
Yeah, when customers sign up, are they given a dedicated VA, or is it just kind of their tasks go into the queue, and whoever is available, whoever is qualified to tackle that, will take that on?
It's a dedicated VA. So as soon as a customer signs up, the first step that they go through is filling out a preferences survey, and we use that information to pick a team lead from our company who is going to be well suited to the kind of tasks that the client's going to submit. They work directly with that team lead on pretty much every task, and then the team lead will take the work and delegate it to other members of the team, or they might do it themselves. It kind of just depends. And some of our clients will interact with several people at our company depending on what they need. Our more, I don't say like veteran clients, they kind of get to know the flow and they go, okay, well, they'll submit a task directly to a graphic designer that they've come to know, or maybe a writer that they've gotten to be acquainted with through working with us.
Okay, okay. Do you get people who have gone overseas and been either burned, or they're like this lost in translation, or this isn't working out, and then they kind of come back home? Or is it primarily like, hey, I'm looking for a US based person specifically, and this is my first time delegating, this is my first time outsourcing?
We get both. We definitely get people who go overseas. We get people who try other companies here in the United States and then come to us, or might work with a home-based VA first and then switch to a company. Just all over the map.
Any problem clients, like anybody who should not buy your service? Like, can we make a public service announcement of who should not look at longer days?
Who should not hire longer days? Um, Nothing comes to mind. I mean, really, we're definitely geared towards businesses more than individuals. I would say that. But there aren't really any businesses that we've been like, oh, we're not going to work with them. So yeah,
Okay.
we like everybody.
It's an open door. Okay.
I mean, most businesses, no matter what you're doing, there's a certain level of admin work that you're going to, there's similar tasks that you're going to be having to delegate out, or similar tasks you're going to have to do for your business, regardless of what you're doing. There's always going to be bookkeeping, or reception, or customer service, or emails, or updating that website. We all share common tasks as business owners.
Yeah, absolutely. And I found that's when I've had the most success in delegation or in outsourcing, is if I have some kind of repeatable or systemized thing that I kind of want to get off my plate, and that's when I can ask someone else to help me out with that.
Heck yeah.
So, Chad, thank you so much for joining me. Any parting words, or we can wrap things up here.
Um, Parting words. Not really. I would just say that if you're gonna use a virtual assistant, whether it's us or not, make sure you stay in communication with your VA every week. I mean, if you can do a phone call with them, I think that's great. And make sure you're offering feedback, because constructive feedback is a good first step towards being successful with whoever you're hiring, whether it's a VA at longer days or anywhere else, or an in-house assistant. So I don't know. Totally off
Absolutely.
topic, maybe, but
No, no, no. That's very good. Um, Thank you so much again, everyone. Check them out at longerdays.com, and check out all the reviews down below this video for honest customer feedback on what it's like to work with them. Chad, thanks so much.